So my name is Rich Tomasini, in case you don't know that. I am interviewing today a good friend of mine, but we became good friends through work.
Yes.
So we're going to talk a little bit about both. But Marcus Dilly and I collaborated about 2 years ago together, and I want to just give a temperature of where he was at and what he's doing. So Marcus sells a ton of real estate in South Carolina and North Carolina, because you're kind of hop that borderline a little bit. And he had one of the top 1% boutique brokerages in Charlotte, and we found a way to work together. And I want to kind of get a before and after what that's looked like, because I have watched this man explode, but I don't know if everybody knows what this guy's been doing the last 2 years. So
Wow.
let's get the word out.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah. So tell me.
He's good at this, right?
No, yeah. This is officially my second interview.
You're doing well. You're doing
very evident. So anyway, so listen. So we worked a lifetime ago at Park Avenue Properties together, right? And we wanted
Different
to do
world.
something. Different world.
Yeah.
Different people.
For sure.
Right? You were probably more the same. Me, I was just getting off probation, and I needed a life coach at the time. So anyway, so
No,
we've
man,
gotten...
I got that. I just loved you, man, when I first met you. There's just, you have that quality where people
Edit this
just
out, Ryan.
are drawn to you, you know?
Yeah, well, magnets pick up all kinds of metal, right?
He's got
So I totally get
phrase
it.
for everything, doesn't he?
I wrote that down somewhere.
Yeah, good.
So anyway, so you were selling
Yeah, bumper stickers.
You were selling real estate, but doing property management at Park Avenue.
Correct.
And I went over there and I was selling real estate and trying to launch that department.
Yep.
And we liked each other right off the bat. Easy energy.
Yeah.
Worked out
We
perfectly,
clicked,
right?
for
But
sure.
there wasn't really a place for us to play in the same playground. We were playing in someone else's.
I said to you, I'm like,
You did.
man, I swear one day we're going to do something together. You know, I swear it's going to happen. But I wasn't sure what it was going to look like.
Yeah, no, me neither. And the will was there, but the platform wasn't there really for us.
Right.
So I went on to sell real estate at a different company, right?
Yep.
And you went on to start your own.
Yep.
So you started, tell me a little bit about what you started and how many agents you had and what you guys were doing.
So it was really a functionality of the property management side. You know, I did that for quite a long time, and I got into a position where I had probably, I don't know, $2 or $3 million in listings or something when you guys unhooked, right? That was the deal. And so I either, you know, had to go to another firm, I had to refer everything out, or I had to start my own company. I thought, what the heck, right? So if somebody else is going to do it, it might as well be me.
We're in America.
And we had, you know, it just went off the cuff. It just blew up, you know, right away. And so we really attracted some incredible talent, people who I'm still not sure, you know, how this even happened. I just thank God for the people that came to the table. And we really developed a kind of a family. We were super close. We were very kind of trusting of each other. We really gave each other the encouragement and support that we needed in order to grow as a team and as a company.
Sure.
So that's what helped us really, you know, win those awards and really do a lot of business, get the top 1% and all that stuff. So that was really a functionality of the team and everyone kind of believing in each other, believing in, you know, the purpose of why we were doing real estate, how to serve people, and then having the technology, you know, and support and training in order to do that. So it was incredible. At one point we had roughly about 10 agents. One of them was a closing coordinator. So it went between 8 and 10 depending on some of the agents that were part-time.
So it was kind of a hard conversation when I approached Marcus about working together because nothing was broken, right?
Well,
Or-
that's relative.
Is that
right?
ever true?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't broken, but it was fragmented.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
everything was working.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the fact of the matter is why would you take a risk?
I was hitting a ceiling, dude. I had 3 kids. You know, at that time,
Yeah.
I had 3 kids under 7 at the
Yeah.
time, and I hit a ceiling. I knew that, I always say I never wanted to be a millionaire on my 3rd wife, right? You know, because I have to choose something, and if I was going to work my rear end off to build and scale this company, I couldn't do it on my own, and I had to leverage, and I had to look at ways to make sacrifices in order to do it. And I didn't want to make those sacrifices. I really didn't, because I knew that my family was going to suffer.
No, I totally agree. Especially if you're on your 3rd wife and you haven't hit $1 million. There's an audience
Then you're
out
really
there.
suffering.
Yeah, that's tough too, right? So, okay, so I got you. So you can't scale a hero.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what you're funneling that down to. So we talked about working together on this new platform, and you jumped in. Like,
Took me 4 months.
yeah, that's
but,
really not
yeah,
that bad.
I had to poke holes in it.
I've been putting off getting my last 2 wisdom teeth pulled for about 11 years. 4 months.
There's a reason. It's the pain.
Yeah. So so you ripped off the Band-Aid and you came over. And you came over with how many agents altogether?
6.
6. And give me a fast forward of what your organization looks like now that you're leading.
Yep, we're 130 in 9 states. We're getting ready to go into Australia as well, and looking at potentially the UK. We've got a couple possibilities there. Bringing on a big team in Lake Wylie, an ownership team, which that has to stay under wraps.
Not your first.
Yeah, and then we're also bringing on a big agent in Atlanta, Georgia, who's bringing on several agents as well. So it's just nonstop. It's growing organically now. So
Yeah,
it's really cool.
and you're compounding monthly now instead of you being the only person that's growing it.
Completely. I made a big sacrifice to come over here.
I remember that for 6 months.
I knew that I had the short term figured out, but I wasn't sure about the long term. And so making this leap has been a great call.
Yeah, no, totally. That's well put. I mean, we're all focusing on tomorrow, and it's going to come by in a second, right? Like, I'm more focused on 2025 goals right now, right? So I totally get you on that. So you came over, now you have a team that's emerging and growing and exploding nonstop. What happened to your sales?
So sales went up actually by so I did a little over $11 million this year, and I only did $7 million last year.
That's great.
So yeah, considerably, 30% practically.
And I don't know if everyone notices this, but Marcus should be sitting here naked. He's lost, 50 pounds?
A lot of good things happen.
All right, lower the camera.
Yeah.
So
you wrote a hit song. My daughter's getting ready to be a black belt in Taekwondo.
You lost 50 pounds.
It's just crazy.
Right? So you did all of this and made more money and grew your team. Crazy process, huh? So when it clicks, it kind of all clicks.
Sometimes you got to take 3 steps back to take 5 steps forward.
Yeah.
Everyone, including myself, are nervous.
Yeah,
about that,
sure.
Safety is safe,
Yeah.
but security sucks. It's awful.
It's awful.
Comfort is not where you want to be.
Yeah. So like, for example, if we both go outside and fall down the staircase together, which would be an oddity, you're going to get paid tomorrow regardless, and so will I, right?
Sure, absolutely.
By the way, I don't know if the word "irregardless" is even a word. It's just regardless.
We can look it up. Yeah.
No, it's probably
a lot of
in the
people
dictionary.
say irregardless.
Yeah, but I don't think that's true. It's just regardless.
It may be just regardless.
Anyway,
I believe it.
So tell me now.
My worst is could care less.
Couldn't care less.
Yeah, people say could care less. That's my one pet peeve. I'm not a grammar Nazi at all, but that's one that really irritates me.
You're okay with couldn't?
Couldn't care less is great, yeah.
Right, because if I could care less, then what's the point of even saying
Exactly.
it? Yeah, I couldn't care less.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. So, all right, so next thing, 2025. What does that look like for you? So the kids are all now approaching, some of them are approaching adolescence.
I had some teenagers, yeah.
Right? And then you're going to be, at that point, in the 50-ish range.
Oh, man, I'll be 50 plus.
Well, I was going to let you say that, but pretty close to 50.
Listen, I'm not ashamed.
No, me neither, actually.
Other than the wrinkles, man, I think I'm doing okay.
Oh, my God. I want to go back to trade wisdom for youth ever. I'd never make that
brother.
trade. Yeah. So anyway, so 2025, what does life look like? At that point, how big do you think your team's going to be? What does your personal time look like? How many more people can you help? I know that's a big focus that we both share, right? We're not in this for the money. We're in this for the relationships, and if it leads to money, great. There's been times it hasn't led to anything. I mean, we both survived the downtime, right?
Sure.
I did 104 short sales. I promise you that wasn't the most profitable year of my life, right?
I was with you.
So anyway,
we almost did one together.
Yeah, I think so. That's right. So what does 2025 look like in a small group with the closest people in your life? And what does it look like on a larger scale? What do you think?
So, my key phrase right now is authenticity. Man, I just feel like, that's where I need to be, is just more authentic. Facing my own demons, looking at how I can keep an eye on my blind spots because they're there, right?
Yeah.
And how I can bring value to people's lives by being a more authentic self. And paying attention to those areas that get neglected, that come up and bite you, right? So for me, being more authentic at home, being more authentic with my friends, being more authentic with my team, helping provide value consistently to people that help them. If I come from a place of a genuine heart and a pure heart of trying to help and encourage and excite people so they can be their best selves, then, to me, that's like the best place I could possibly be. That's how things multiply, right? It happens organically. So internally, like at home with my friends, at church, all that stuff, I want to be more authentic and come from a place of purity and strength and just honesty, right? I mean, that's really got to be key for me. So that's sort of, small circle. Larger circle as far as team, God, 5 years. I mean, I could be at 3,000 agents. You know,
Yeah.
I think 2,000 plus is my goal for 5 years. I mean, I could be at 5,000 in 5 years.
So at that point, money is no longer a concern. What is your focus turn to? Which direction are you going into?
Ministry.
Ministry.
Yeah, music,
all
ministry.
roads lead to home, right?
I want to give,
Yeah.
I mean, that $100,000 to my church. In fact, I was talking to Ashley yesterday. I would love to be able to start a 501c3 ministry with her and I and do something that gives back. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to be a taker, man. It's so easy to do.
You never been a taker.
It's so easy to do, though.
Right.
You know, a lot of us have that sort of natural tendency to be takers, and I want to be a giver. I want to fight that tendency, you know, that I have.
Yeah, so I mean, how to be competitive without any of the negative attributes of being competitive.
That's right.
That's a tightrope.
How do you get, you know, it's just so tired, you hear this so often, but, you know, your success is when you've given to someone else, right? If you help, Zig Ziglar said it, if you help enough people get what they want, you get what you want. So,
yeah.
but you're not doing it necessarily to get what you want. It just happens to be a byproduct.
Well, that's the difference.
Right. What's your motivation?
People that have a plan on helping other people so they get what they want are missing the point.
That's
right?
missing the point.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
So, I mean, well, listen, you know, don't be so hard on yourself because, frankly, we're all managing problem areas.
Yeah, for
I am
sure.
100% in management of myself
For sure.
at all times because if I'm
For
not,
sure.
it's evident.
Yeah,
immediately, right?
Yeah.
So you've always been very emotionally honest, but you know, don't, you know, give yourself a break here and there.
Yeah.
You know, it takes time to
I think
develop.
a lot of us are,
Yeah.
you know, the high-functioning people are kind of the A-type personalities or ADHD people like me. I think a lot of us are hard on ourselves. I mean,
Yeah,
I
well,
think
overachievers hate mediocrity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we
I
take
mean,
everything seriously.
The averages always bother me. Anything mediocre, anything that's average, always bothers me. I'd rather just fail out.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Fail or succeed. But
Absolutely.
all of that stuff in the middle, oh my God, it's white noise. Can't stand it. So, no, I
Telling
totally
the
agree.
truth today, Mr.
Yeah,
Rich Thomas.
well,
Telling the truth.
You know. So, all right. So listen. So let's talk about one last thing here.
Yes.
I watch how you lead. I watch it on Facebook. You're a positive force all the time. Always a positive force. You never say a poor word about anybody. That's something I'm trying to learn about from Marcus. I find you to be a very, very diplomatic and decent person, not because you haven't seen what's causing the comments, but because you choose not to repeat it or phrase it. And I like that about you a lot.
Thank you.
The second thing is that you work with your people a lot. I've been to your lunch and learns. I've been to your meetings. I've met your team. I've watched it expand. I can't know your whole team now. It's just too big for me to know. But tell me a little bit about what's exciting going on. I know I'm going down to Colorado, and so are you, on a separate event to grow Colorado Springs out
Absolutely.
there. We're happy to see our good buddy Matt Forsch and his team.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about what you have planned for the next Q1, Q2.
Absolutely. So we are focused primarily on educating and supporting our team. We're going to be doing live presentations for our team. We're going to be doing Zoom calls for our team. I have a coach with Travis Robertson International. Her name is Kim Johnson. Incredible gal. Just wrote a book called Who's Driving Your Bus? Check it out on Amazon. #1 bestseller on Amazon. Kim Johnson. She is actually...
Is that from Good to Great? Is that reference, that analogy from Good to Great?
Yeah, who's driving your bus, yeah. So it's just incredible opportunity for us to really utilize her skill set. She comes from the Tony Robbins, but she understands real estate very well. Anyway, she is going to be helping our agents with education, with sort of leading them forward in every aspect, and we're going to be doing Zoom calls with her as well.
Great.
Plus, we're doing live and training stuff. Got Matt Rotolo, of course, like you said, in Colorado. John Somjak here. Just brought on an F-15 fighter pilot that was writing syllabuses before he was licensed, who is just going to blow things out of the water. Chris Scotto just came over. He used to train CEOs. He also has some exciting stuff in the works. So it's just a lot of good stuff going on. We're really, first quarter, really wanting to just pour into and dig into helping these agents become the best agents they can be.
And how do I stay tuned to watch these things unfold?
Facebook, we have a website, my Facebook page, Marcus Stilley. We also have Carolina's group at EXP, which is my Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, the whole deal. You know, we're going to be doing more videos. Check out my parody video, Old Town Road, on Google, and we're just going to try to put it out there, man. Just be authentic and genuine and help people succeed. And if we can, make a difference in one person's life, then it makes it worth it.
So if this is the kind of guy that you want to work with and build something big with, that's going to support and feed you, this is your man, Marcus Stilley. Thanks so much for coming on today.
Appreciate you so much.